We are back in the house. I'm trying to look a little cartoony since a lot of people say I like to make a lot of jokes. Some people say my jokes are so bad, they're going to come over here and change the character. Well, my character is, do I have a bad character or am I just a character? All the same. Will I be on to the URANTIA world? Of course I will. A little bit more light in my face might move me into the URANTIA world. Maybe if I feel a different vibration come on, I might feel a little bit different, and my game piece might make a change. In this world that we live, the person of who you are. Now, I'm going to probably say a lot of things you might not understand. I might not say it properly, but I'll never use my hands to say anything at all, because I don't use my hands when I talk. You know, sometimes they say, oh, you must be Jewish. You use your hands. When I'm walking, I use my feet. Some people use their hands, but they're not walking. They're in a wheelchair. Some others use the crutches, to move along. Usually most people move along mentally before they even make a move. Will I talk about, I'm here just for some shorts. Will I do something on the URANTIA world? In fact, one of my first videos was, I stopped the video for a couple of seconds just to go see if I can find my URANTIA book. But I will show you a small little piece on how this all began before I go into the future. One is a website called Extra Normal, in which the website, and do I have it printed out? I hope I have dates and times on this. I do not have dates and times on these transcripts, right? But you're going to have to take it from me that this Extra Normal site started 3 to 6 months before it actually started. I was getting videos from a site called Extra Normal that was sent to me on my computer. Somebody broke into my computer and sent me something. How did they do that? How can a hacker, and why would a hacker, when I'm just beginning to do this, come in and do this in my videos? I really only started the time I did these videos, and this is like 2009, 2010. Was it 2009, 2010? No, I got this before. This is a site called Extra Normal, in which the site didn't start. And then all of a sudden, we were having a conversation, and everything disappeared from the Extra Normal site. In fact, what I have printed from Extra Normal, if we went to Extra Normal to find this information, I'm not sure if they will have this information, unless the site was made for yours truly, Mr. Tackpans. Come on, Ronnie. Another message is headed your way real soon. This will be a real serious time for your spirit world journey is in trouble now. Good afternoon. This is Ronald from the earthly world. What do I have to regain my chance in the spirit world? And my grandfather, one of the kings in the nebula 7286. So I never responded, yet this computer animation, what you want to call is Extra Normal, is responding for me. And it says, from your grandfather's nebula in 7286, where is Serge? I have not heard from him for a week. Ronnie, Serge is trying to earn his wings in the spirit world. And there's this whole conversation going on, and it's telling me it's my guardian angel and all kinds of stuff. Ronnie, just a fast message to tell you that Serge has been very busy gathering the poor souls of your worlds. He was to go where he can. He is to go where no one can get his wings. Even those souls, as yourself, who don't need or heed his advice, are not given up upon. He must first help the souls that want a better existence on your planet Earth 2009. And in the spirit world, in your case, Nebula 7286. So now we have to find out the beginning of, this is 2009, it's telling me. Yes, Ronnie, the truth comes within. You can only lie to yourself. Now, at the time, I had a friend that was living here, And I thought he was the one doing this, but it was happening when he wasn't here. Now, this guy is no computer expert at any sort to be able to do this, and why would he go over a couple of weeks and do this with me? Anyways, let's get off of that. At the very beginning, we had, let me just move this up here. Inside of here, I'm not sure if you can see it, the return of the SIG test. Instead of Satan, it was spelled Satan, S-E-I-T-A-N, Satan 1 and 2. Can I get a little light off of this? And what was this here was 286 pages or 300 pages that I got off the internet. And it says, take me away from this big bad world and agree to marry me, okay, in the heavens, and we can start all over again. Now, what's funny about this, well, funny to me, is that on that specific night that I saw the image in the sky, right, that lady in blue with the thing over here, which I always said is the lady from Columbia Pictures and the horse Pegasus, and then when you look up on the internet, 7286, it comes from the square part of the constellation in which is called Pegasus. How in the world would me, who is not on the computer that often, who definitely does not even believe in the spirit worlds, all of this wrap up into me? Well, 2005 now. And that's when I began to believe in the spirit world, or in another world, or in something else, or in the pipes of Mario Bros. URANTIA worlds. In the galaxy, or in the nebulas. I got to look up what the nebulas are, right, of who we are. We can just be these floating nebulas of hundreds of millions of miles, or 20 million miles, or whatever the size of a nebula is. Even if I'm saying it right, what is a nebula? A ball in the center with the, I don't even know what it is. I'm going to have to look up what a nebula is. I'm using my hands again. I must be turning Jewish or something. Oh my God, I've got a mark. I'm on this planet. We all got marks. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Ooh, sí. Little T. Did I tell you my cat got into some kind of, something happened to my cat last night? I can't say got into a fight. He's got a mark right here on his mouth. He's sleeping right now. I can scream all I want, but unless I have a certain pitch in my scream, that cat, can you hear me, cat? See, it doesn't matter how loud I am. Shut off and open to the vibration of the area space of my energy that I occupy. Is there something flowing under the earth? At what point and where on this globe, on this sphere, not fear, sphere, comes German. This is German, I know. Sphere, ein, zwei, drei, sphere. Right? Ein, zwei, drei, sphere. So, and Einstein, German, sphere tells me that where we live has to be related to German. Germination, the main germination. Oh, that's man's germination. Don't play with words. You're going to mix me up. I'm doing this all off the top of my head. Nothing in the hat. I just have a microprocessor. That's what I believe about the drugs and micro-drugging. I was watching this on TV. So you micro-drug, and then you separate the mind into another realm, and then if you're thinking of something in that realm, you're able to process a little bit further, like a needle and thread. If I put the needle and thread here, I'll be sewing here. If I put the needle and thread here, I'll be sewing here. If I put it here, I'll be putting here. Wherever I put that needle and thread, that's where that information will zoom out for me to be able to bring it back in, suck it all in. So on this line it says, agree to marry me in this big bad world. And that night I called up an old girlfriend, and I don't remember if I asked her to marry me or what, but that's That's what I said that night, and it was just so weird that the two came together, and then Pegasus and the Square World. And then I wrote these primary books. There's 6 of them, all typed out. Okay, and the first thing I wrote in this one, this is primary, this is not primary 1. It says just a thought, but I'm not going to get into this. I just want to show you primary or pre-Mary, meaning before Jesus. And there's all kinds of things going on in each one of these letters. I mean, look at the P and the R, the P, the R, and the I. Do you notice the way the leg, and then it comes out to the right? The leg, and it comes out to the right. The I is in the center. The V is in the center with the left and the right, right? Where are the locations in this area space that these letters come up to give it its reality and or value? Okay, was it this way? Was it this way? So am I adding or am I adding? Do you understand? You see, to add, right, this is the plus sign. This is the multiple sign right over here. Now, if I'm adding, it can't be like this because that's a multiple sign. I'd be adding these 4. So I'm adding these 4 and multiplying these 4, leaving me with the point up. Now I can put that V over here, in which brings me to the part of the video in which the reason I started this video was to talk about what's on this paper, and now I'm not going to complete it, and I will have to start my next video with what I'm going to end this video with, because 90% of the 1,200 or 1,300 people that have subscribed to this channel, actually only 25 or 30 or 40 people will watch the video, in which of the 20 or 30 or 40 that watch the video, there's really maybe 2 or 3 that watch the complete video. But that's what it is. Amazon started in a deficit. Our life is in a deficit. My body's on the earth. Oh, I was born. My body's on the earth. I was born. My body's on the earth. I was born. I was an addition to the family. I was happily loved by my parents and the one brother I had. Notice I still have that brother. I can't say it that way. But I was actually my own personal deficit in my life, because at 12 months old, the most I was doing was saying, "Mommy," eating, and going to the bathroom with a little help from my friends, right? That's what it was. The beginning and the end of your life was like, I'm on this planet, but am I really here? Spirit, vibration. How does electricity work? Like it's in bits and pieces of rice. Depending on how fast you advance. How fast the electric, how fast the movement, how strong, how high is my blood pressure, how many beats a minute. Do I have enough time to repeat what is sent to me? It is all written out, or I hear it on the radio, but I can't tell it to you because I can't remember. So now it's all written out. And what I'm referring to is to receive information, okay? Are you ready to receive this information? Are you busy doing something else? Will you be able to process what you receive, or will it be going into this cup, and into this cup, and out of this cup? Will I be able, how much before I take a break will this cup fill up before I can repeat what comes into my mind through the processor? And I like to, at that point, I like to bring up the elephant, the microprocessor, such a huge animal who, for some reason, I like to say it's the water animal and the vacuum animal, because of what was put here and delivered to us as children of the world through the Flintstones, where they're using the vacuum as the old hairy elephant, and I think they wash the dishes also with the elephant, and the ears of Dumbo either to fly, oh, that feels good, right, or use the ears to cool down the microprocessor from the mouse being chased by the cat. Now some of you might think this is hairy, scary, and I don't care, this is crazy. But the simpleton way of explaining it is from what we were taught, what we learned, how we processed the information. I'm not really sure if I should show you this, but I will show you this. One little part of information. Take the light out over here. You do see the Superman sign from this. At the same time, they show you the sunrise. In the same time, you were thinking of omega. The same time, some will think of balance. And other times, they will think of the 5-cent coin on one side, or what they call the nickel. And then you can think of electromagnetic or electrical magic. The last thing I want to finish with is what's in your air. Is it at the fair? Is it what's in your ear, or is it fear? And it's what is red, or is it Fred? And the reason I say this is because the F starts the word, because the F is the 6th letter in the alphabet and is the reverse, is the 21st letter U, F-U. F-U off. Now, if you F-U off is 666, in which it's 12, 3, 3, 3, because the reverse of those letters go to 3, 3, 3. And anyways, there's just so many connections. The last piece that I will start off my next video, and I'm not talking about the junkyard dog, okay, it has to do with the dates. What date is December 26th? Okay, December 26th, December 27th, December 28th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 7th day, you know, this is hard. I just felt a shock just go right through me. You know, when you use your brain, you know, or just this whole thing that I do off the top of my head, nothing's planned out. But anyways, isn't it funny the way the 25th is also the 7th of January? 7, 31, 6, 30, 5, 29, 4, 28, 3, 27, 2, 26, 1, 25. Let's do it again. Did I do this right? 731, 630, 529, 428, 327, 226, 125. 1 and 7 stand on 17. 5 times 2, 5 plus 2. In between is 3 and 4. The third and the fourth planet to number 52, which is Earth, to number 15, which is Mars. Now on the other side of that, there's just so many things that connect. The 7th gate, 77. There's just so many things. Did you understand what happened there? Earth is number 52 to the 7th gate. Now should I go 7.25 or 1.75? There's just so many connections. This is so long. This just never ends. But I will end it right here. And you saw where that nickel is. So I just might. Anyways, let me continue on because I'm just going to clip this part off and put it at the beginning of the next video instead of making another video. At the beginning of this video, I was talking about. Here is the letter I. Now, is it here and then to the right is the last part of the R? Or is it this start over here to the left? And if it was in numbers, you would have to the left, you'd have 147. To the right, you'd have 369. And in the center, you'd have 258. So where does R start? Does R take up the complete word here? Or does R take up the complete word here? And the I is what runs through part of the V over here, if you can see it, creating the A sideways. So maybe we are a little sideways, upside down. Said too much, gave myself a headache, little coffee. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Yes, it's true. It's true. That's, maybe I'll take off a little bit of Yes, yes, yes. That's what you're seeing. That's the floor. Those are walls. And that's the ceiling. Those are walls. And then the other side of the floor. And there's a cat schluffing there. And there's a cat schluffing there. Thank you for watching this video.